Yo, what's up, YouTube? I'm just gonna get straight into it. I don't like all them long videos with all that talking and carrying on, okay? So, this video is gonna be to give you guys 5 quick braiding tips, just really quick. They may seem small, but they will make all the difference. Tip number 1 is going to be to prep your hair, all your hair at one time. So in this clip right here, I'm getting prepared for my medium knotless, and I use about 3 packs. So I'm prepping 3 packs of hair all at once. All I do is just lay them out, but they overlap each other. And so when it's time to just grab and feed the hair in, I don't have to stop. I have this rolling tray, this hair tray I got from Amazon. I'll link that below, and it's so convenient. I don't have to use those bulky racks. Even the big rack is still bulky to me, And so I could just use this tray. All 3 packs of hair is going to fit on here, and boom, there we go. So this second tip is for beginners, as far as trying to make sure that each piece of hair that you're feeding in is about the same size so that you are able to get a consistent braid. Okay, y'all, this might look silly, but this is one of the easiest ways I can explain to get consistency for each piece of hair that you're adding in. So I marked on my finger where I would like the amount of hair to stop, and I can use that as a guide for each piece of hair that I lay out. And this is just for beginners. Eventually, as you move along and you braid more and become more seasoned, you can literally measure with your eyes. But if you're a beginner and you want to be as precise as possible, this is what I do. So even now, and I've been braiding for a long time, I still do it sometimes just to make sure, that all the pieces of hair are the same size, or at least close to the same size, so that you can get a more consistent braid. Tip number 3, make sure that you prep all of your supplies to be sure that they're accessible before you begin to braid. As you can see here, I have 2 trays. One is for the hair and the other for my supplies. That way, as I'm moving back and forth between the left and right side of my client's head, I can just roll them both with me. Tip number 4, this is the method that I use to ensure that the ends of the hair do not unravel. First and foremost, as a braider, we want to be sure to give the client exactly what they're paying for. So if they're paying for butt length, you should braid all the way down to the end of the braid for butt length. But let's just say that you want to curl the ends, right? You're going to get some rods and curl the ends. In the meantime, until you get to the end of the hairstyle, just take a lighter and lightly burn the ends. Child, do not burn your fingers, okay? Just a little bit, and it'll stay. It won't unravel. Because, some hair, like Rua, I hate that hair. It's so silky and fine that it will unravel. And the client will be texting you later like, yo, my hair is coming down. Okay, now let's say we are not curling the ends. And let's just admit it, when it gets to the hair being extra thin at the bottom, it can get a little tedious to be, braiding all the way down. So what I do is just when I get to a certain spot and the hair gets really thin, I just start twisting. And you start twisting and you twist all the way down. We just don't want extra hair left out, sis. We don't want to do that to the clients. So that's a tip right there. Just twist until you can't twist no more. Okay, so we're at the last and final tip, which is how I tame the flyaways. So what I do, look at that is so ugly, Lord. So what I do now I don't even dip this yet, but normally after I dip the hair. I'll take a blow dryer. Shout out to Glam by Mary. And run the blow dryer down. Hold the back of the blow dryer and run it down the braids. And the heat from the blow dryer will seal the flyaways. Look at that. Sometimes you still need to cut. You see those little pieces, you'll still need to cut off the extra pieces. But for the most part, better. Okay, sis, we made it to the end of the video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope at least one person can take at least one tip away from this video and be successful.